Hello and welcome.
Hey,
We're
how
back
are you?
on this purple background,
I like it.
purple pinkish. Um, yeah, we got some stories to talk about here. First of all, the Bergs calls me up and went crazy. This guy goes and he talks about everybody to me, and then he acts nice to them when they're around them. When they come around. Like the German lady, he talks all bad about German lady and you and well seasons, but he always, but he upped the ante now. Now he's talking about seasons, talking about anal stuff with her daughter and all that. And I mean, so I put it out there, some clips,
Animal stuff or anal?
anal
Oh dear.
that she discussed anal with her daughter and all
Her,
that. Like,
her and her daughter do anal stuff to each other?
no, like she told her, you won't get pregnant if you do anal,
Oh, she encouraged her daughter to have anal sex.
according to Bergs.
Well, Bergs never lies. That's got to be true, right?
So I had to get clips and like prove it because this guy's all behind the scenes. I mean, why won't the Cowardly Lion say it out loud?
Yeah.
I mean, he talks about Season's daughter like constantly. I mean, in sexual ways like you wouldn't believe what he wants to do to her and all this kind of stuff, and talks anally stuff and all that. And it's like, and German lady, he's always talking behind the scenes about her, and then he acts nice to her when she's around. So.
That's called being two faced.
The best proof is him actually saying it. So, I mean, I got the proof.
Yeah, you have it in
I
his
put it
own
under my
words.
shorts.
Yeah.
Under my shorts. That's only clips. So, I mean, that way there's no discrepancy. Him saying he didn't say it and all this,
Uh-huh.
because he would deny it. But the things he wants to do to Season's daughter, oh my God, you should hear this stuff.
That's sickening, isn't it?
Yeah, and the things he says, it's well, he claims it's true that Season said all that and everything, but it's just
Well, he never
I
lies.
don't even ask for this
Tell
stuff.
me,
He just
you tell me he tells the truth every day. So I'm not. I'm going to take this as a thing where he never lies. Hello,
Yeah, but
Elton.
we have it. We have his actual, you know,
Good morning, elderly man with.
we have him actually saying it.
Uh huh.
Unprovoked, unprovoked. He just brings these people up.
You got him in his own voice, right?
Yeah, it's under my shorts. There's a
It's,
lot more, but I only did the highlights.
it's
But
in your shorts. Okay.
I think he wants to go in my shorts. Is a problem.
You got anything else good in your shorts other than your giant penis?
Yeah, it's blue as this background. Um, the other thing is, I put another thing on shorts on the Gremlin Elf there.
What's that?
Some paperwork, right? That the Gremlin Elf received.
Oh yeah.
Court papers.
Oh, the court papers came through, did they? Oh, great, fabulous. So he's not going to be able to slide by and pretend nothing's going on anymore, huh?
Oh, there's things been going on.
Oh,
Him and Kitten Rat are going down the tubes.
oh, I'm reading it. Probable cause. The court found probable cause to submit a claim against him. Uh oh.
The prosecutors found probable cause.
He better go get some money for an attorney. You better turn that car, that stupid dumb car, in for 22,000.
Gloucester County prosecutors found probable cause that this guy did it.
There you go.
I had nothing to do with it. I'm just a witness.
Well, you must have submitted a great evidence file that
But I'm just a witness. I'm not the one doing it.
It impressed them enough to say that they found probable cause. Noodles is in deep dookie.
Yeah, I'm just a witness in all this. I have nothing, you know.
You're just a witness. Yep.
A police officer signed off on it.
Yep.
A detective signed off on it. I'm just a witness of all
and the prosecutor signed off on it as probable cause. You're in deep dookie.
That means probably than not that this happened.
Dum Dum is in deep dookie.
Well, he's not in a good position, him and Kitten Rat.
Nope, he's going to have to hire an attorney, and that's going to cost some money. Get your money together. Go take some money out of your fake 401k.
And how can he cry poor? He just said it himself. He's working. He's working. He just bought a brand new car. He can afford an attorney. They're not going to give him one.
Take some money out of your fake 401k, and you'll be fine.
No matter what, it's going to cost him about $3,000, $3 to $5,000.
Oh, $5,000 easy, just for an attorney to appear one time.
We'll make it last. You know what I mean?
Yeah, make it last. It's going to cost, since you have I saw the thickness of your discovery thing you turned in. So for the attorney to request the discovery and to go through it, even to request the discovery and go to court that one day, that's going to cost $5,000.
I read Noodles like a book. Behind the scenes, he's going to throw Kitten Cat under the bus. Oh, it was all him. It wasn't me. It was this guy Kitten Cat, who I don't know, who's on my channel. It was this Kitten Cat.
It doesn't matter, because at the time all that happened, that channel was registered to Noodle Dum Dum, and it's his responsibility, nobody else's.
And if he says, well, about my channel, what channel? I don't have a channel. This is the only channel I got. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yep. That channel you speak of isn't any longer with us, so this is the channel right now.
Yeah, that channel's not with us. This is the channel I have. Go check my channel out.
Be sure to sub up.
He's going to throw Kitten Cat. I'm telling you what he's going to do. He's going to throw Kitten Cat under the bus. When it comes to Noodles, he has no empathy or feelings for anybody else. Yeah. Only for himself, and that's what he's going to do.
He can try all he wants, but he's the owner of that channel when all this happened.
Well, he's going to have to give Kitten Cat up.
For it.
All the emails, everything between Kitten Rat. He's going to have to give everything up to save his ass.
In discovery, he's going to have to release all that information.
That's right. We're going to ask for that in discovery.
Yep. Look for a 3 to 6 months 3 to 6 months trial, Noodles. So be sure to hire a lawyer on a discount rate, because you're going to be paying out the yin yang, buddy.
Whole different ball game. I'm not DSMA. A whole different ball game here.
Now you watch. He's going to send his pedo army, his Steelers out, and say, "Oh, look, man, we can talk together. We can work this out." No, we can't. No, he can't, because this has gone too effing far, dum dum. Nothing's getting dropped. Fat chance.
I might start with other ones too over here. You know.
Yeah, put another complaint in.
Complain against other ones out here.
Yep.
I'll go to their state. I don't care. Like the cabbage and all that.
The cabbage, yeah.
I'd go over to their state.
Well, you wouldn't have
There's
to go.
There's pure evidence that they're doing all this stuff.
You wouldn't have to go far for the cabbage, because she lives in New York.
Right. That's what I mean. One's close, I could do.
Yep.
If you live close to me and you harass and you stalk and you use my real name and everything and all that, I'm coming for you. I will be coming. If you don't live in the same state, I got other ideas coming, because I will go on tour.
Watch out.
I will go on tour. And Onion, I didn't forget about you. You're going down. I just been kind of busy at the time, Onion Man. Statute of limitations is 2 years. More than that. I tell you, I got to snake in the head and cut it off, and the rest of them will just dilapidate.
They'll all fold up.
See, when you use somebody's real name, as he has done, and I have records of it, just because you did it months ago, don't mean it's gone. I mean, over and over and over again of harassment, and have people on your thing over there using my real name, the Kitten Rat address, you guys going around over there sending people to my houses. It's all documented. They're making all the reports up. Everything you did, Noodles, you and Kitten Rat. It's called co-conspiring. Co-conspiring. And if it's coming from your channel using my real name, my address, and what you're doing, you're responsible. Every time somebody writes a comment over there that's disgraceful towards me, you're responsible. And you post it up over there on your heading and all that, you're responsible for that. So we're going to find out.
Well, the only problem with the kibosh is the only thing you can get if you sue her successfully is a big old pile of dust.
No, in jail. Throw her in jail.
For what?
Harassment and cyberbullying. What do you mean for what? What
Just,
you don't think I have
just
the power to have
inquiring.
her
I
in
was
jail?
only inquiring.
I have pull, Lolly. Let's just drop it.
I was just inquiring what the charge was.
Whatever I want it to be.
Okay.
When these people and the crab and all them guys, because I have something I have planned for these other ones over here. Noodles, you're the first step. You're the first step.
I hope you
The
make it
cabage comes
successful.
running up over there, writing stuff over there. It don't matter if she says my name or not. It's insinuating it's me. But on the flip side, I could say cabbage. That's a vegetable. There's nothing you could do about it. I don't use real names, so you don't know who I'm talking about. That's freedom of speech. But when you people use my real name and have links with my real name attached to it and all that, that's criminal. That's criminal, and that's the difference. Anything with my real name on it is considered criminal when you put that on there. It's harassment and cyberbullying. See, I'm always protective of what I say. Unless it's public record, you're allowed to show public record. But I'm always protective. I use the words noodles, cabbage, the Yorker whale. I use even Bergs. That's not his real name. Hey, best tennis player. Yeah, when you go around putting my real name up over there for months and months, like Noodles did, and then coming over here stalking me, that's criminal. Best tennis player. He went off edge. He went crazy. This is getting to a point of no return.
But now he's getting all
He's
religious.
responsible for Kitten Cat. It's his
I was,
manager, right? He said it. It's his manager. So it's his partner. It's his partner. You're not going to be. I want proceeds because he's making money off of me too. Every time he mentions my real name and all that, and he's bragging about all this money he's getting, he's making money off of me. So I want some of that too.
hello to
He's
this
making
thing.
money off of me for bringing my name up and all this. I'm bringing him money. Hate donations and all that. They admitted it. That PDX says, "Oh, because I give him money because content with you in it." So that means, so I want some of this money that he's making. I earned it. It's mine, and that's the bottom line. That's what I have to say about that. But it's not made up, best tennis player. It's not a game. I don't make this stuff up. It's posted on my shorts, not in my shorts, on my shorts. The paperwork. I'm just the witness. So he's facing. an ankle bracelet. They're going to shoot for an ankle bracelet on him for a year, but we'll see. Could you imagine him with an ankle bracelet? You think he'll like that? Well, he
You have
don't
to
take showers anyway, so it won't
you have
affect
to get the extra jumbo size.
him. Him and Dave 25 have something in common.
Am I on mute?
I could hear you.
Oh, I didn't think you could because you keep talking over me.
Uh, all right, go ahead. I don't know.
I was just trying to say that the last week or so, I don't know when he got notified of that, but he's suddenly gotten all religious and trying to be all special and having all of his pedo people doing all the attacks, and he's sitting back prim and proper, trying to say Bible verses and all this stuff. All of a sudden, trying to copy me after I've been doing real good and making a lot of extra subscribers and everything. So now he's trying to be all religious all of a sudden.
Yeah, they hide behind that. See,
Yep.
Mark Terry too. Mark Terry, him,
Yep.
the cabbage.
Exactly.
What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people?
They
Do you know I
don't.
have a tape where he says he wants my daughter's mouth to go in a slingshot and him?
I believe it.
A woman judge is going to hear that and throw the book
Yeah.
at him.
Save that for the judge.
He better slide me some bucks or something.
Because he can act all innocent
He
and
might
like
have to pay me off. I don't know.
he's all pious and never does anything wrong and has a perfect person and never says anything. Now he's never saying anything against anybody. He sends all his people out to harass, bully, and cyberstalk everybody for him.
He's afraid to say anything now because
As
he
a
knows he
matter of
got the
fact,
paperwork.
okay, as a matter of fact, he gave his fake girlfriend Belanca a list of everyone to attack, and she attacked him for a freaking 27 hours in a row on his behalf the other day. While he sits back, oh yeah, oh blessed be the Lord. Yes, we're gonna have Bible words today.
He's a sick fuck. But
Yeah,
the orca whale, oral sex. According to Bergs, that's all she does is sit around and talk to him and examine it, and they go over it together. That's what the guy told me. I'm just a messenger. Don't come after me about it. I mean,
examine and go over what?
I'm telling her, you know, she's listening.
Sure, I don't
The
care.
orca whale's listening. Orca whale, don't be mad at me. I'm only telling you what Bergs. I'm repeating what Berg said.
Well, I don't care if she
You
listens.
know, don't look at me. Don't come after me. Don't shoot the messenger
Yeah, I don't care what she thinks or says or does because she's
about this
been
animal
there for
stuff. You know, her and her
27
kid,
hours in a
her
row,
daughter.
slamming and trying to say horrible things about me and you for 27 hours. So all the gloves are off. I might have laid back a little bit and tried not to say anything about
27.
her and her children or her and her mothering and her drug usage. You know, I was trying to leave off a little bit. Well, all the gloves are off, baby. All the gloves are off. Everything's on the table, including CPS.
She's lucky I don't live in her state. I'd have her ass in jail. I'd have her ass in jail.
So I hope you are listening, head CBW. You should operate as your own self and not as a proxy person of that lunatic dum dum who tells you what to do. It's disgusting. I thought you were your own woman. You're not. You're a clone of David Dum Dum. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you. I'm
Yeah,
embarrassed for you, Belanca.
yeah. Berg's told me some terrible things that she does to her kid.
Like what?
Examines her anally and all this stuff. It was just terrible.
He examines her daughter anally?
Not
Really?
annually, anally.
Anal. ANAL.
That's what Berg said.
Why would she examine her anally?
To make sure she's not running around or something. I heard.
to make sure she. That sounds to me like she's a perverted SOB. No parent is supposed to examine their child anally. That's a perverted person. She wants to have sex with her own daughter.
Just tennis player. Now that's what he said.
Well, he never tells a lie. He tells the truth all the time. You've always told me. So this time I'm going to go right by what you told me. He's always truthful. And I heard it on your little shorts. He's saying it in his own voice. So if he's not telling the truth, Belanca, you better go over and talk to Bergs and tell him to stop telling these things if they're not true, or take some action against Bergs.
What makes you think Berg? I'm not. That's how come I don't even.
No, I'm telling Belanca, if she doesn't feel like he's telling the truth, she better go take some action against Bergs. Belanca should, not you.
Fun in the sun. What makes him think he's not talking about you too? You know what the difference is? Fun in the sun. I got evidence. I show receipts that he was talking about her and doing this stuff. You guys don't have any receipts. He does it to me. That's the difference. I have balls enough to show receipts about the German lady and about Bianchi and all that. I mean, it's not the first time, but after a while, I get sick of it because it's being two-faced. And I know he talks about me and he's friends with Noodles and all that. That's why I show receipts. I
Yeah,
get evidence and then I put the evidence out there, and you guys can hear it. There's no discrepancy about whether he said it or not because he would just deny it.
yeah, Bergs has been
I don't
friends
make it up.
with Noodles all along and just pretended not to be, but just recently he's come out with more when him and Noodles has made a pact and they've had all these subs and views bought for them together in a package deal. So now they're commiserating with each other. And I believe that maybe Noodles sent Bergs over here to talk to John to see what's going on.
Bergs always talks about Season's daughter. What is it? Is he in love with her or something?
He's obsessed with her. Well, Season is talking about her own daughter sexually in a not a good way. So Bergs is probably fascinated by that.
Yeah, it turned him on.
Yep.
It turned him on. Why you think the orca whale would ever prostitute her daughter out to Bergs? I don't know. I mean, that's the way he was
I
talking.
don't know, but something is wrong if she is examining her daughter anally. That is not normal. If you're worried that your daughter is
She,
prematurely having anal sex, you take her to the doctor and let the doctor check her. You don't examine her anally yourself. That is perverted. Perverted orca whale lady.
well, Berg said that she said, and it's on tape, do it up the rear because you won't get pregnant that way.
Well, that's one thing that's different with saying that she's examining her daughter's anal area.
Right.
You said he said that,
Yeah,
right?
to make sure he's having safe sex.
You don't. That makes no sense at all. If she's actually doing that, that is like a crime. That's and the daughter's under 18. That's called pedophilia.
Seasons, you should be ashamed of yourself if you're examining your daughter like that, as Berg's claims.
If you're worried there's something wrong and your daughter's been injured, or your daughter's having anal sex and's been injured, or you should take her to a physician who has the knowledge on how to examine her. How would you even know what was what and what looked right? You don't know anything, dumb Belanca. Well, you might since you're kind of bitch whore, but you wouldn't do that. You would have to take her to a doctor. That is shocking.
Mm, wow. I guess she's, one of them deals.
That's quite a deal. That's a crime. That's what we call a crime crime. If she is inserting something and looking into her daughter's anus,
Yeah, but it's coming from you know who.
it doesn't matter because it's either true or not. You either believe him or you don't. You believe him on everything else, right?
Yeah, we got to believe this then, right?
Yeah. If
It's a
everything,
burden of proof for her to prove she's not doing it
yeah,
now.
if everything else is true, then why wouldn't you believe this too? Like where he took her up there and had sex with her in the hotel. You made us all try to believe us all that that was true. So why wouldn't we believe when he said that she was examining her daughter, her minor daughter, anally?
Ouch.
That's a crime. I think the authorities need to be notified on that. And you know what'll happen? They'll call the daughter in and they will examine the daughter to make sure she hasn't been injured while the mother's been examining her anally. And that mother can be arrested. Oh, Belanca, there'll be an ankle bracelet on Belanca and wrist bracelets too, as well there should be. Get him on the phone, John.
Kitten Cat's probably getting all off on this stuff. Him and that Carl the creep.
I don't care. I really don't care.
They're
I'm
getting
tired
off
of
on.
all, I'm tired of the whole K-Huddy crew or whatever they call themselves. But they're all in
Quo.
cahoots.
The Quo. His Quo.
It's the cahoots crew. Yep.
A bunch of losers don't even show themselves.
Yep.
And it's terrible things he said about German lady too, Bergs. That's what made me want to start recording this stuff. If it's not true, people are guilty of slander.
People slander us all the time around here, Fun in the Sun. There's nothing you can do about it on YouTube. You know what they tell you? Better take it to court. If you think someone's slandering you, better take it to court.
Well, there's definitely recordings of it, of
Okay,
Berg saying
great.
this stuff.
But the thing is, you'd have to prove it wasn't true. And then again, if you could do that, you have to take it to court. There's no crime against it on YouTube.
As a reporter, I have to do my due diligence. Yeah, due diligence of reporting the stuff that this guy was saying, and you're allowed secret recordings. There's secret recordings throughout history of the president and everything else. So this is a leaked recording of Berg saying all these terrible things that Bianca does to her daughter, and it goes on and on and on. Smoking pot with her and all this when she was underage, and talking sexually to her and all that. Again, I'm not saying this. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a reporter.
I
Reporter,
agree,
man.
I agree, Fun in the Sun. Slander is a terrible thing. But what are you going to do about it on YouTube? Not a damn thing, apparently. There's not anything that YouTube will do. I've been being slandered and maligned by Noodle Dum Dum for 5 years.
Well, if it's
5 years.
Berg slandered season,
Okay, I was saying a sentence, but I'll stop.
that wasn't YouTube. That was in a personal conversation. And Berg slandered seasons. Now I have a bad outlook on seasons. Seasons. Now you have a bad reputation with me for being like that. I look down at you like you're nasty. And that's the first time I hear about it all the time. The terrible stuff you did with that kid of yours. And again, I'm not saying it. I heard it through. I heard it through the Cowardly Lion, and I have proof of it. As a reporter, I think that I should be able to report this stuff. Don't shoot the messenger. Washington is a two-party state. New Jersey is a one-party state.
Well, if Washington is a two-party state, if it is, Bergs is going to be in trouble because Bergs and Panka and all those people tape each other all the time. I've heard Bergs's tapes. I hope he had everyone's permission.
Also, he gave Pank his address out, and he said Michelle K. He don't want Michelle K. And Michelle K. keeps pushing herself on him. Then he was saying stuff about the German lady and you, Lolly. Of course.
Of course.
Why would he call me up just to tell me all this nonsense?
He's terribly well. We already determined he called you up to try to feel out feelers about from Noodles sent him. Noodles is sending out his henchmen. That was the first one.
Well, I flipped the tables on him, didn't I?
Yep. He's going to freak out when he sees that letter.
Bergs is going to freak out when he hears these recordings.
Mm-hmm.
On my shorts.
Probably will. He'll be calling you every 2 minutes apart.
Burning the sun. Hey, German lady, how you doing?
Hey, German lady.
Oh. The Gremlin Elf is going to court. Yeah, I'm taking that Gremlin Elf to court. Always been. He's been slandering and harassing me since November. Since before November, he's been slandering me for 6 months. November, December, January, February. For 6 months.
What, only 6 months?
Well, with me, with you, it's been longer.
For 5 years, yeah.
See, he fell on Kitten Cat. Kitten Cat told him to do all that. Kitten Cat's not going to take he might take the fall. Noodles is going to take the fall, and he's going to blame it on Kitten Rat. Bergs is a shady MFer. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, German lady. You can't trust him. I like to come out with receipts as proof what these people say behind the scenes, Bergs is really a big troublemaker behind the scenes. He creates more trouble than you ever realize.
Oh, there you go. If you need a witness statements for the court, I'll send an email to them. Good thing, German lady.
Well, it's when you have a video saying Noodles wants to stick his cock in my daughter's mouth, that's kind of, I don't care what, it's kind of damning. German lady.
Did you want to come up for a few minutes, German lady? Do you have time this morning?
and all that, and anything anybody that writes in for Noodles, I'll get all their emails, I'll get everything in Discovery, and then I'm going to go back and have them. I'm going to bring them into court.
Yeah, drag it out.
If Noodles has anybody writing in his behalf, I'll have all their information, their names, and everything on Discovery.
Drag it out. Get him in the pocketbook where it counts. Make his lawyer have to pay every time he goes to court.
I'll find everything out on all these people that if they come forward for him and say, "Oh, I'm," if they're not involved in it and they want to be involved themselves, they're going to be involved deeply. So they better lawyer up too.
Okay, GL, maybe later on, maybe. We'll catch you later when you come by next time.
German lady, don't trust Bergs. Don't trust him.
And don't trust Carl either, German lady. He's not talking too kindly about you either. He's calling you a German shepherd. A lame German shepherd.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Did you not see that video over there?
He's working for the cabbage.
Yep, he's working for the cabbage.
They're all
We're just all hateful and jealous, German lady. They don't like that you're friends with John, Camilla, and myself. They don't like that. And that group, that Carl, what his name, and the cabbage, and with the other one, they turn every simple situation into some hypersexualized situation where they try to talk about sexual juices and all this. It's disgusting. It's totally disgusting. Germany said, I will come up later and show my ID. That fool Bergs believes all that BS. My ID has my picture. There's no way a government ID would accept a mask on an ID. Exactly. They're going to make sure when you go in there, they're going to look at you and make sure that that's your actual face and everything. They're not going to let you have a mask. Nobody believes you have a mask with these stupid idiots on the Voight.
Yeah, Noodles started all that.
Yeah, Noodles starts all kind of rumors about people. Like I died 3 times. He had 3 different obituaries written for me. And I'm still here. I'll be here long after he does. I don't smoke. I don't smoke 3.5, 4 packs a day like him. And something happened with Noodles because all of a sudden he stopped eating sugar. He stopped trying to cut back on smoking. Something happened, and he's gotten a health crisis or something. And they told him about his kidney going bad, so he's trying to not have a problem. Because I think they told him he might have to go on early dialysis himself. He's going in early failure. Germany said, I'm done with being cool with Bergs and him doxing Panka for no reason. Shows what character he has. Yep. Germany said the widow started that. Yep.
Yeah, the widow.
But you just better hope you started in time, dum-dum over there on working up all your health stuff, because I think you're about a day late and $1 short. You won't make it till 50. You won't make it past Berg's age. You'll be in the coffin then, pal. You'll be in the coffin then. You can both go be with your dear mother and visit her in heaven, since you never spent any time with her here. Loser.
Yeah, he's a loser, Paul.
Yep. We know, speaking of that, I think that now that his dear mother has been set to rest, he's trying to figure out a way he can contract the big C again so he can go visit and spend a week with his father. Because there's only one left to go.
Oh my God.
That's what his plan is. I guarantee you that. I guarantee, because he's already figured out with six brothers and sisters and all these will things and everything, trust funds and trusts and everything. He's not going to get much money from his mother who got remarried, and her other husband's going to get the money. So he's got to somehow get the big father, who was really the big daddy who owned that garbage company and got the bulk of the money from it. He's got to figure out a way to give that guy the big C. So he's trying to figure out somebody that's got the big C so he can go over and get it himself, because he knows he only gets mild cases when he gets it. But if he gets it when he's in his 40s, and his dear father, who's also late 70s, he'll go over and say, "Let's go on a camping trip, Dad. Let's go over there," and he'll be coughing and going up on him, and it's a shame. I guarantee you watch. He'll suddenly have some one-on-one time with his father after he figures out how to contract the big C.
That's what psychopaths do, Lolly.
He's planning it already. He is already planning it. Because in his mind, it's one down, one to go, and he's got it. The only way he's going to get the other one to go is with some real quick disease, and he saw how it worked quickly with the mother. Germany said, "So what did Berg spill about the orca? He's an obese, rambling yenta."
Yeah, that's Kurt, all right.
Yep.
And your Bible verses are coming along very good.
Yeah, I started a new book today, the book of Ruth, the story of Ruth and her family. So I just started the first group today. So it'll be several days in a row. I'll be doing that story. Yep. Everyone seems to be enjoying them, and I'm getting a good number of subscribers still from them. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, you're doing good on your Bible verses.
Yeah. I'm having fun doing it. I research and I do
Why
my,
do they all copy off you, though, Lolly?
because they have no originality or creativity of their own.
You're the first one to ever do this stuff.
Yeah. They have no creativity of their own, so they can't think of anything on their own. I'd already done some other projects when I did the ballet, where I did all the ballet about videos, collected those and posted them. So the ballet classes and students and stuff studied all those ballet. That's why I get so many views on those ballet videos, because the ballet classes and teachers assign the ballet students to watch the ballet videos. You have to figure out what is going to be, marketable, what's going to have people actually view them over and over again. Somebody told me that the thing is not in the live streams. It's in videos and shorts in the story. Because they'll be watched over and over and over again. Because you know what's never going to get old? The Bible.
Uh,
Because they're going to have different classes of children every year that's going to be studying the Bible in Bible school and Sunday school and everything like that at church.
wow.
And after I get a pretty big number of those done, I'll think of another idea that somebody will be ready to copy. You know how it works. Somebody will be already ready to copy it an hour after I do it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they will.
They can't think of anything on their own. They're too busy smoking, drinking, doing weed, doing their fentanyl, their heroin, their methamphetamine, all that stuff. I don't do any of that stuff. Because you know, people like you and I are real creative and original, and we don't do all that stuff. So our originality springs eternal.
Well, Seasons has to learn. She can't check out her daughter at her animal positions.
That's a crime. Seriously, I'm thinking of calling the prosecutor in that county and putting them on notice of what she's doing. That's a crime. She's a minor. And that's one thing if you think something's going on with your daughter, the proper thing to do is to take her to a doctor. You don't stick your fingers or instruments or whatever. That is called molestation of your own child. Pedophilia. You better hope that's not true. Because you know what? Now that the accusation has been made and you've got somebody saying it in their own voice that she told them that, she's going to have to prove that it didn't happen.
Right.
Let her prove it to the prosecutors. We're out of it.
Because he said it did happen.
He said she said it happened.
Right.
So she's the one that said it happened to him. So she's going to have to prove it didn't happen.
Right.
And that's a crime. And let her prove it from the jail where she belongs.
Right. And if Bergs is lying, then that means it's defamation.
Well, Bergs never lies, though, right?
Bergs tells the truth.
Okay.
Just ask him. You should be on that game to tell the truth. It's to tell the truth. I didn't like what Bergs was saying about the German lady, did you?
No.
And giving Ponka's address out?
People do that all the time. People might give my address out every day. And where's the outrage?
Now, Botter probably has the address.
Everybody has his address. I can tell you where he lives, but I'm not going to say it on the stream. There is Botter, by the way. He hasn't been by. Guilty, huh?
Don't know.
Yeah, he feels guilty for deleting your channel.
You don't think he's back in the jail, do you?
I don't know. No idea.
We can hope not.
I think he's just embarrassed to come around.
I'm right here, Lolly. I'm listening.
Okay. German lady said, "Is the elf still on his religious trip?" Yeah, German lady. He's pretending to be all religious all of a sudden, and he's not talking bad about anybody. He's got all his henchmen going around being hateful and with their talking point list to be being mean and smearing people and slandering people. He doesn't do any of that anymore. He sits back on his high horse and acts all religious and says now he's saying Bible verses, copying me. My thing about doing Bible verses. He saw I was getting extra subs and stuff from it, so he can't stand it. I've got way ahead of him on the subscriber count, and he's trying to catch up, so he's acting all religious all of a sudden. Yep. I don't think it's going to work. Don't think it's going to work, dummy. You better concentrate on getting your money together and getting a lawyer, dum dum. Because court is looming. Court is looming. They're going to fit you for your ankle bracelet. John's going to have you fitted for an ankle bracelet. Probable cause. We're calling you probable cause.
Probable cause.
They found probable cause that inch-and-a-half thick evidence file that John submitted held probable cause that all this stuff was true. So you are what ed. That's what you are, dum dum. Get a lawyer.
It was true.
I'm saying it is, and it's going to be a long haul. So get your money ready. It's going to be at least 3 to 6 months. So get your money ready. It's not going to be a one case appearance. Yeah, German lady said, yeah, he is so unoriginal. He has not one original bone in his body, German lady, not one. He copies everybody. He copies John. He copies Berg. He copies Mr. T. He copies me. He doesn't know how to do anything of his own. He sold out on his channel supposedly and gave over the whole ownership to somebody else. He hadn't made a dime from it yet. He's looming on getting his whole channel deleted because he's buying views. I don't care if you buy subs, which you are. He's buying subs and views, but they're buying subs and views. But buying views is fraudulent. And that's going to get caught within the next 2 weeks, I believe. And it's going to be done before the 21st. And you know what happens on the 21st, German lady, right? Because if he doesn't make it to the 21st, he won't be getting one dime of this money he's been being pledged to him. And that means everybody will have been donating all that money to Google and Google's charities. Not to say Google probably does have some good charities, I guess, maybe. Or maybe some of the Google executives need to go on real expensive lunches and stuff, and that's what it'll be spent on. But it won't be spent on anything for the dum dum himself. Because when they go back and audit that he didn't really have 13,000 views in 3 or 4 hours on one stream repeatedly over a week's period of time, it's going to be pretty obvious what's going on. It's called FRAUD, fraud. Fraud. Termination. Forget ban evasion. Termination. If we don't get you one way, we'll get you another way. And that's not even our issue. That's your doing. Your greed and wrongdoing yourself. Like, oh man, we could get some money if we pay for views and we get some extra views and then we get paid for the views. We can make take that money and pay the it's like a Ponzi scheme, you idiot. Not going to work out for you. Whether it's called before the 21st or after the 21st, you're going to get caught on it. Because as I have said all along, it's not against terms of service to buy the subs, which you are buying because he's upset that I have over 5,000 now. So he's trying to catch up to me. Because it's real obvious that he's buying subs because I notice that even when he goes off the stream, his subs still creep up little bit by little bit, which means those subs are being added by whatever company he contracted with them to buy. And because normally you get subs while you're on a stream, while you're actively streaming, not while you're not. So if you watch his sub count and it continues to go up after he goes off the stream, that means his subs are being bought, which isn't a crime, but the views is what's going to kill you. The views. You're buying views, which is fraudulent, a strict violation of terms of service, which has been reported and it's being reported daily. So they will, by not just my one person, but by multiple people. So it will be addressed.
That elf was really, really running me down to the tubes them last that few months.
Oh, yeah.
November, December.
Yep, he has all along.
And if he's making money harassing me, then I should be entitled to some of that money.
Yeah, damages.
I want restitution. You know, you can't go on being a prick and expect that you're just going to get away with it. He's so unoriginal. You there?
Yeah, I'm right here. I was telling German lady how he keeps copying me and you and Bergs and Mr. T. He doesn't have an original bone in his body.
Yeah, that's. You all right there?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Just doing a couple things here. You busy, Lolly?
Well, I'm right here. What do you mean? I'm just listening, trying to figure out what it is you're doing.
Just putting things away.
Oh, okay. Well, you always keep things real clean and orderly there.
Not really. Trying. Since I'm held hostage until my van gets fixed.
Have you checked on that yet or no?
You know, Lolly?
Yeah, I know. Mhm.
20 lurkers with no chat. Lurkers and nobody in chat.
Oh, they're in the chat. They just not typing right now.
You want to stay on or you want to end it?
We could go ahead and end it. I do have a couple things I need to take care of, and then we can come back on later on this afternoon or
All
tonight.
right. Thank you for coming,
Okay.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone.